Happy morning everyone! Welcome once again here at Il Paraiso. And this is Doc Del. So this morning I wanted to see how I transferred my Dendrobiums to the driftwood, and of course I wanted to see what is now the condition of these Dendrobiums after I transfer them. But before that, for those who are new to this channel, I want you to subscribe and then hit the notification bell so that if I have new videos relating to growing and cultivating orchids, you will be notified. These are the Dendrobiums that I transferred to the driftwood last week. Before, they were only hanged for almost a month so that they could be able to produce good and healthy roots, and they were taken care of with anaa. Anaa is a rooting hormone that I applied to them, and in this way, they are now producing good and healthy roots. Okay, so for almost 1 week, so these are now the conditions of these Dendrobiums. If you try to look at this, there are already healthy roots that started to grow. And if you try to look at this, try to observe the size of these kikis. So why I place them like this in an opposite direction? Because when they were hanged, when the kiki started to grow, so the kiki grow on an opposite direction. So that's why in order for me to continue this kiki to grow healthy, so that's why they are placed in a driftwood in an opposite side or opposite direction. So I want you to see now their condition. Okay, so they are very healthy and they are start to grow healthy as well.
Killer
So these are the newly transferred. The one that I presented a while ago, they are already transferred for a week. However, this one, no, these are my newly transferred Dendrobium in a driftwood. So this is Ikaimito, and try to look at this. They are still healthy and strong. Okay, so they are transferred. I think no, this is already 3 days here in a driftwood, and I see now a root or roots that started to fit the driftwood. So that's why no, there was one question in a of an FB page, and I think this question was made by Ma'am Enriquez, if where is the good location or good media that this dendrobium will be placed. So that's why, and I answered to the post that for me it is good that the dendrobiums will be placed in a driftwood rather than a pot. Okay, so try to look at this. I am very happy because for 3 days that this is transferred to a driftwood, the roots now are starting to starting to thrive on the driftwood. So that's why I could be able to say that driftwood is more appropriate media in planting your dendrobiums. Why? Because no, it is easy for them to thrive on the driftwood, and of course, no need for you to put a cocoa husk or sphagnum moss. Just simply tie them directly to the driftwood so that the roots will be able to breathe properly and they could easily thrive on the driftwood. Okay, so try to look at this one. No, a root that is, or a root tip that is started to grow here after I place them in a driftwood. So this is my way of planting my dendrobiums, so that for me to be able to have more or to place multiple dendrobiums in a driftwood. So that's why driftwood will be placed like this instead of putting them directly to the ground. So I prefer to have a base, no, for my driftwood. So this is it, and then place them in a lying position so that we could be able to place this, or we could be able to put multiple orchids in a driftwood. Okay, so this is it. This is it. So of all the dendrobiums that I see this morning, so this is one that I am very happy. This made me happy because at early, no, at as early as this, no, for 3 days the roots starting to thrive on the driftwood. Okay, so what is the advantage of having this when you are going to put the driftwood in a lying position? So you could be able to place an orchid back to back. Okay, so try to see this one. So there are still dendrobiums that is placed at the back of the driftwood. So this is a good position for a driftwood so that we could be able to place, as what I have said, we could be able to place a multiple dendrobiums or orchids in a driftwood. Okay, so after a month, I am going to give you another update of what is now the condition of this, so that you will be updated, no, of what is now the condition of my driftwood after I purchase them from Ma'am Cherry Laureano. Okay, so at first they were hanged. They were treated with a rooting hormone, and then after a month they started to produce kikis, and then this is now the condition of my dendrobium. So they are now placed in a driftwood, and hoping that all of them, no, the 70 pieces of dendrobiums will survive, and we could be able to produce more dendrobiums here at Il Paraiso, and we could be able to share this to others, no, for those who wanted to cultivate and grow dendrobiums. So these are now the condition of my dendrobiums here at Il Paraiso. So I hope that you are guided now on what to do of your dendrobiums. So instead of putting them in a pot, I am suggesting that you are going to place them in a driftwood. So I hope that you learned another experience from me this morning, and I hope that when you are going to do the same, so you should have to make sure that you will not put any, no, even a cocoa husk to the dendrobiums. Just simply place them, tie them in a driftwood, so that the roots could be able to they could be able to breathe properly, and they could be able to grow healthy and start thriving to the driftwood. Thank you so much for watching. God bless, bye bye, and stay safe always. Until next time.